morning, Pisces. This is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your daily check-in. Today is February 23rd, 2026. But when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. We're going to take a look at your Animal Oracle card from the Wild Soul Animal Oracle deck, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. And then I'll finish up your reading with a pick a card from the messages from the universe. So pick 1, 2, or 3. We'll get to that when we get at the end of the video. If you're new here and you like my readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. Welcome back to all my subscribers. Thank you for being here each and every day. And thank you for hitting the like button, the share button, the whatever button you're hitting. Thank you for hitting all the buttons. And let's see what Spirit has for you today. Let's call in Spirit. All right, Pisces, today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026, but when you find this message is when you're meant to receive it. It'll be a general reading for you today, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you for all the comments. It's really great to hear from all of you. It makes me feel like I'm part of your lives. Let's see what the Animal Oracle card is for the day. I hope you all had a nice weekend. Angels, guides, ancestors, what does Pisces need to know at the time they're viewing this message, please? What does Pisces need to know right now? Okay. We have the weasel, and the word is stealth. I'm not sure I ever pulled this card before. Let's see what the weasel has to say for today. As you can see, it's a little white weasel. I don't know if that focuses or not. Okay, so let's read from the book on the weasel and the word stealth. Okay, so the weasel, a small and elusive creature, symbolizes stealth, observation, and the ability to navigate the unseen. Known for its quick movements and sharp instincts, the weasel represents the power of subtlety and the art of staying under the radar. This card suggests that you may need to be discreet or take a stealthy approach in a situation. The weasel reminds you that sometimes the best strategy is to observe and move quickly. Use stealth and discretion to navigate your current situation. Sometimes subtlety and quiet observation are the best strategies. It's almost like I keep thinking like being invisible, but being there, like being an invisible, like the saying, I wish I was a fly on the wall, you know, during that conversation or something like that. That's what I keep being pulled to with Spirit here. So perhaps, you know, being quiet about something, but moving very quickly, observing what's going on, and using your instincts in order to, you know, be discreet. Yeah, to navigate a situation. So it's almost like you need to kind of be quiet right now, observe what's going on, and then make your decision or make your action, okay? So let's see what the cards have to say today. Interesting. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before. So it's the weasel with this word stealth. So it's really about being quiet and quick in your approach. It's almost like maybe you need to sneak up on somebody, perhaps. I don't know. Perhaps, you know, you are spying on somebody a little bit before you take action. Perhaps something secretly you need to be kind of finding out and then take your fast approach. We'll see what the cards have to say about this. Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the most important message for Pisces at the time that they view this message? We have the King of Cups, or sorry, the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. We have the Devil in the reverse position, major arcana. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Back of the deck, we have the Empress, another major arcana. Okay, so in the shadow for what you don't see, we have the Empress, and this is all about growth, maturity, Mother Earth, pregnancy, lots of different issues. I bury the feminine energy with the Empress here in the shadow. We'll go back and clarify why she is here, but this could be you just being the strong female. And again, don't take gender. So it's all about strength, standing in your power, growth, maturity, Mother Earth, being more maternal, having a maternal instinct, perhaps. Maybe that's what this is all about. And you don't have to be a female to have maternal instinct. So you could be looking over people in that nurturing kind of way. You could be a healthcare worker, in other words. So having that maternal instinct about, you know, knowing what is good for somebody versus not good for them. So we have the Knight of Cups here, and this is all about an offer of love, an offer of emotion that is coming in for you, Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be like love per se, but this is, you know, perhaps this could also be you taking a journey. This could also be travel. As this knight is on its horse, moving through a mountainous terrain, it looks like, with emotion. So you could be traveling towards something with emotion. This could be you maybe wanting to take action on something as, you know, the nurturer, or, you know, having that instinct, that motherly instinct where you're wanting to take action towards something impulsive you want to do, but Spirit is saying to do it discreetly and quickly. So perhaps taking an action or traveling somewhere quickly. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. You could be dealing with somebody that's closed-minded or something like that. So perhaps you have to approach somebody that's closed-minded. You're traveling towards somebody that's closed-minded. Perhaps you have to do it discreetly, secretly, and move towards them in a quick manner. Perhaps because you have this maternal instinct, or you're just being strong in your power here. We also have the Devil, major arcana, in the reverse position. Again, we're going to go back and clarify. You could be dealing with somebody that is dealing with something that's controlling their mind. Now, the Devil, it could be, you know, somebody that's having trouble. You could be traveling towards somebody that is closed-minded because something is controlling their mind. This could be alcohol, drugs. This could be a person. Somebody's closed-minded to you coming towards them, perhaps. They're being rebellious in a way, especially with this page. Closed-minded. You're coming towards them, perhaps offering some type of emotion. But with the Devil here, it's almost like they have something, because they're closed-minded, they have something that is keeping control of that mind there. And it may have something to do with money. There's a seven of, or something tangible. There's a Seven of Pentacles here in the last card here. So that may be what is got mind control of this person, or keeping their mind closed. This could also be you, Pisces. Perhaps you have a You're wanting to perhaps do something very quickly. You have a nurturing or motherly instinct to move towards somebody very quickly or go do something very quickly. But you may be closed-minded, and there's mind control over perhaps your finances not being able to pursue what you want to pursue. In other words, you're taking a minute to kind of look at, do you have enough in order to maybe travel? So maybe you need to look at things a little bit more discreetly before. It's almost like this could be also you. We're going to go back and clarify that maybe you're wanting to travel in a quick fashion. Maybe you're wanting to nurture yourself, but you're closed-minded to traveling because the devil has you thinking about all your money and do I want to spend the money in order to travel? It could be something like that. Or you're dealing with somebody you want to travel to and nurture, have a motherly instinct towards, that's closed-minded, that's dealing with something that's keeping control of their mind. And it may be money. So let's go back and clarify and see what this is about. Either this is you or you're dealing with somebody that's like this. Please clarify the Knight of Cups, please, Spirit. Who is the Knight of Cups? The World card. So you're going towards something because of unfinished business. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Yeah, so perhaps there's a closed-mindedness because of conflict. There may be some unfinished business due to conflict, and so this person is closed-minded as you are trying to approach them. Perhaps this is why you need to be strategic in perhaps coming towards this person. Perhaps this is somebody that you need to bridge the gap because of a conflict you had with them. And you're wanting to come towards them. You're wanting to offer love and emotion. Perhaps you're wanting to mend fences, perhaps, or, offer an olive branch in a way. And they're closed-minded to it because of conflict that you've gone to. But there's this unfinished business between the two of you. And what Spirit is saying is to try to approach this situation discreetly, but quickly. Please clarify the Devil, please. They're they have mind control of some sort. Yeah, you're moving, perhaps because there was a lot of turbulence within the relationship. So it has mind control over this situation. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands here. So it's about taking action at this time. And then we have the Temperance in the shadow for what you don't see in the reverse position. So I feel like there's unfinished business here that you're wanting to come towards somebody, perhaps somebody that you had conflict with. They're closed-minded into perhaps opening up to your apology, coming together again, having a discussion. They're closed-minded because of the arguments or the conflict that's been going on. And so they're closed-minded to this, and they're having mind control over the turbulent water that you've had, with the Six of Swords being here in the reverse position. You may be traveling towards more turbulence if you come towards this person again, is what I'm feeling like with the Six of Swords here. This is a pretty, this is somebody that is like standing their ground, that they do not want to, they don't want to deal with this anymore. But there's unfinished business here, and perhaps you're offering an olive branch here, Pisces. I feel like this is you being strong and determined, being nurturing in a situation. This could be work, family, relationship, whatever it is. And Spirit is calling for you to be discreet. Look at the situation, observe it first, then act. So perhaps you're needing to observe that this person is really closed off, closed-minded, because of conflict, because of turbulence within a relationship of whatever sort here has gone on, and they're very closed-minded to it. You're looking at all that you have done or you have accomplished perhaps in this situation. And with the Nine of Wands here being reversed, you may feel like giving up, even though you worked at this for really a long time. So this could be a work situation. This could be somebody you dealt with as a colleague. It could be a relationship. But you're looking at all the hard work you've put into this, and you feel like giving up because they're not going to even talk to you. They're closed-minded because of the conflict, and the turbulence has kind of clouded their judgment from everything that's gone on. But there's unfinished business here. In the shadow, we have the Temperance in the reverse position for what you don't see. And I feel like this is Spirit telling you that this is just Spirit telling you that there's more conflict here for what you don't see. This may lead to more conflict, you trying to approach the situation. There's some type of conflict going on. Please clarify this Empress, please, Spirit. Please clarify the Empress, please, Spirit. Please clarify the Empress. Yeah, this is the strong female. Doesn't have to be female, but you're being really strong through this situation, and I feel like this is you, Pisces. Please clarify this Temperance. Yeah. I feel like you may need to kind of give up on this or just retreat because of the conflict. You need to perhaps go within and retreat from the situation because this person is not open-minded to fixing things. It feels like you're wanting to, and there's unfinished business here, but at this time, they're not wanting to open up or take the offer at all. And you may feel like giving up at this time, but you've built something here with this situation. Work situation, family situation. You've built this up. Perhaps maybe even 7 years of building this up. And you may feel like giving up at this time. Spirit is saying there's a lot of conflict here, and it may be time for you to retreat here with the Four of Swords in the shadow, clarifying this Temperance card. Perhaps retreating in order to find a new way of perhaps approaching the situation at another time. And that's why I feel like the weasel is here, is because you need to be discreet and find that right moment to approach this. It's almost like you need to be the fly on the wall and say, is it okay at this moment for me to come towards this person because of this unfinished business? What is the advice here, please, Spirit? What is the advice for Pisces? So we have the Four of Wands. And we have the Three of Wands. I feel like what Spirit is saying here is by waiting this out, you know, taking yourself out of the situation for a moment to reflect what's going on, making that moment, you know, thinking about the right time and place to do something. Waiting for this right moment is going to lead you to celebration. I feel like it's just not the right time to approach the situation. Somebody does not want to deal with the conflict or the turbulence at this time, and they're very close-minded as to even talking to you right now, Pisces. You may feel like giving up on something that you've built, perhaps over 7 years with this situation. But Spirit is calling for you to wait. Wait for the right time. Be discreet. Go slow and then act quickly in order to try to fix this unfinished business here, to offer this cup of love, emotion, whatever it is that you're offering and going towards this person, place, thing, whatever it is that you're doing. But the Spirit is asking you to retreat at this time, standing in your truth, standing in your strength here, and perhaps not giving up yet, but waiting and seeing what happens. Then there'll be a celebration here. There may be a choice for you to make here as well, as you are building something back here. And there is travel involved, as this man has the world. So perhaps you have to travel towards this person. Again, take what resonates here. So I'm going to pull your messages from the universe here to finish up the reading. So choose 1, 2, or 3. Feel free to pause the video. Whatever number you're being pulled to first is the number that you should be taking. So this will be your message from the universe. Choose 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, number 1. Message for number 1. Those that chose number 1, please, Spirit. So number 1, it says, love yourself more by saying no to the things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. So perhaps, you know, you've dealt with some type of conflict or turbulence within a situation, and Spirit is calling for you to love yourself more by saying no to the things that you mean no, instead of saying yes in order to please others. And that may be part of the conflict here. Please clear number 2, please, Spirit. Those that chose number 2. Those that chose number 2, please, Spirit. It says in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. So that could be something going on here as well. There's been conflict. There's been turbulence in a relationship here. So perhaps if you're offering a forgiveness here, you're giving them permission to do it again. Even though you may have built something over a long period of time, Spirit is asking you to retreat at this time and really think about things before you act. Please clarify, or I'm sorry, number 3. Okay. Those that chose number 3, it says, don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on the way. Progress is being made, even if you can't see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for your creation of your dreams. Trust the process. So perhaps, you know, all this work that you've gone into this thing, you know, don't worry, Spirit says. What you've been waiting for is on its way, and progress will be made. Perhaps it just is going to take a little bit of time. Perhaps you need to let the dust settle. Okay. You need to kind of keep an eye out when the best time is, but there will be celebration for you, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed the message today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the share button if you want. Hit the hype button if you're called to do that. That gets my reading out to more people. And hit the thanks button if you're called to do that, or hit all the buttons if you want. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I will be back this evening for your money story. Have a blessed day. Namaste.